to get their first possession after fumbling the punt, immediately led to a touchdown. And that ball's caught on one knee by David Murobi. And the first possession of the evening for the Golden Gales who come from the 20-yard line. It's Titan Johnson. We got a couple of great quarterbacks tonight. We got Dijon, they like to call him Mustard. Now we got Titan on the other side.
Gotta love the names. 5 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Again, also rushes the football, 150 yards rushing. Very low completion percentage. That's the only knock I can find, 36%, but the last meeting, 3 touchdowns through the air and 1 rushing, so he had a great game the first time, just 3 weeks ago.
Those 3 touchdown passes were huge. Unlike the carry to get us started, the opening possession for Lancaster, they had 3 touchdowns above 40 yards. Offensive line, bunch of veterans out there, mostly seniors, as you look at the backs and receivers.
Sherrick's the one that really stands out to me, 6'2", 200-pound senior. He is a threat rushing and catching the ball as well. When you play a Rob Carpenter coached offense like this, they're going to pound you, and you got to stop it.
And to your point, Sherrick's got 5 touchdowns on the season. Trying to find their way forward. Not much to be gained that time by Sherrick. Defensive line for Reynoldsburg. A couple of seniors, a couple of juniors.
See Dalton Hall again, leading that defensive line. Mitchell, Carr, and Woodfork in the middle. So back there, Ron Spencer, 5'10", 140.
Johnson under center. Takes a snap. Started to roll to his right, but the flags fly. The clock stops, 8:36 to go.
False start. Offense, number 35, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Well, he and George Sherrick are shaking their heads because they had Sherrick one-on-one outside and they knew what they wanted to do. Oh.
I knew something was up because you had a grin on your face.
You see one-on-one with your best guy outside like that, I mean, you can't wait to get into football, and unfortunately they went backwards. That's the thing, you tip your hand. You're not a team that throws the ball a whole lot. They're going to go back to that same formation and see if they do it again. He's still going to be one-on-one. He's out there locked up to the wide side.
There he goes. You're right on it. Pass is thrown. It's complete, and a shoestring tackle. And it was a much-needed shoestring tackle as the ball's brought in by Sherrick.
Just a little outcut. Good job by Titan Johnson on the throw, and that's a good tackle because if Sherrick gets loose, he could be gone.
So 3rd and 4. Clock ticks just inside 8 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. 4th and 4, correct myself. Going all Tom Brady on this thing.
Oh, ow, man.
And the punt is on its way. It's low. It'll bounce at least once. Oh, it's a very comfortable
Look
bounce.
out, he's got the edge. Ooh.
Wow. Gillum had the touchdown, and what a run. Oh, we got a late hit. There's got to be a flag on that. There it comes.
Yeah, the question is, which way is that going to go?
Marquez Gillum.
Gillum took that an extra 15 yards. Oh, boy. That's coming back.
We're going to take a 15. Yeah.
Love the face mask. An official's face mask. That is wonderful. Now, you thought Gillum had an opportunity right as he got around here.
And he sensed it, too. That's why he got his hands on that ball. And, I mean, he was close, but I love the second effort right here. I mean, he takes that pile another 15 yards.
And he's a little
5'5", 135. Don't call him little.
Sorry. Because that's not how he plays. All right, Jennings.
They're going on top again.
He's got a man.
Oh.
Just ever so slightly overthrown, but you're right. Torrance was there. and he went out full extension to get it. So after the opening possession, when they couldn't get anything, and Jennings really dealt with a lot of pressure that time around, he had all day to throw.
Well, you get a defensive plays. They play some tight coverage, and the safeties are up. So you're going to get one-on-one shots downfield, and they're not being shy about it. Those two series in a row, they went right up top, and they've been open both times.
They go back to the ground. Broomfield was the fake, and then Jennings kept it himself.
A.J. Locke, again, that middle linebacker came up and just destroyed that play. Well, that play looked like he was going to go somewhere, and Locke said, no thanks. 5'9", 195 junior middle linebacker.
So opening possession was a net loss for Reynoldsburg. Then they got the turnover on the punt, converted it into 6. This time around, they're struggling a bit offensively again after just missing the long pass. It's 3rd and a ton. Jennings on the move. He's going to get close, but not close enough.
This is... You should never assume, but I'm going to say they're going here. This is, we're in the playoffs, 4th and 2, you're going.
Playoffs downhill.
Jennings has got, I'm telling you, if he sits in that pocket tonight, he has got guys open because Lancaster's coming after him, and they're one-on-one down the field.
Savian Torrance comes in, Gillum goes out. James
What he looks like, let's go. We're going.
From under center.
This is power all the way.
And that'll be Williams, who gets more than enough. First down and then some. And I think maybe beginning to find a little confidence offensively, Reynoldsburg.
Love the call. They're just run power. They spread them out. They bring the wing back in motion. Just get 2 guys up in the hole. And Williams run the football at 5'6", 210. He's powerful. And that's an easy pickup. Well, I'm telling you what, they're hungry to throw this thing. He's got guys open.
Well, this time he's going to hand the ball off. Not much there for Broomfield. 4 touchdowns on the season for Broomfield. An average of 7.5 per carry. Not that time.
No. That was well defended. You can tell this Lancaster defense, they can stop the run. They run the football well. But from my vantage point sitting up here, I see man coverage. Just pardon me if I drool, because when I see man coverage, I tend to, you want to go after it.
Sorry, my wife does my clothes. So.
Here we go. Here we go.
And he's open. And he dropped it.
He got it
into his hands. What a big
man coverage.
Throw. Yes. Torrance with the catch, and it's just like he dropped it right in the bucket.
What a great throw by Dijon Jennings. Again, recognition of man coverage. Torrance got a great release off the ball. And Jennings just dropped a dime outside shoulder. And I'll tell you, that's a tough catch. That's a Willie Mays catch, literally over your head. That is very difficult in the lights. And after the initial extra point miss, looks like they're going to go for 2.
Gillum back in, so we'll keep an eye on where he goes. Jabril Mitchell out to the left. Torrance to the right.
We got a late sudden. You can't throw a guy in there. You got to call timeout. Try to send a guy in late. No.
Another look at this high arcing pass, and just drops it right in his lap.
And a great job of the O-line there. I mean, he has not been pressured with one exception, but everybody picked it up. He's at his feet. And a great route by Torrance. He got separation early and just ran away from Briston Poe.
Well, they got the timeout call, or at least I didn't see a flag for the substitution.
Yeah, Buddy White jumped in there right away. He saw it and knew they needed to call a timeout. Wise move. It's important 2 points right here. I mean, it's again the history of the series. We've seen the high scoring. Lancaster's going to get it going. They'll score some points. But right now, you want to get that 2 and make it a full 14-point spread. All right, we'll go back and run that same power play they ran on 4th down.
We'll see who comes out of the huddle, and then we'll let you call the play. Pretty much the same group as was just out. Broomfield there.
Broomfield, yeah, and he's 5'11", 212. I mean, he's not small, so I got to think a little zone read action here. With, you know, to spread the field. I wouldn't rule out throwing it, but I'm thinking run.
Jennings gets the shotgun snap, rolls to his right, throws into the end zone, low effort, and Torrance did his best to try and get his hands on that ball, but just couldn't come up with it. So 0 for 2 after scoring a touchdown is Reynoldsburg.
Well, this window's closed quick. They tried spreading out right to get the guy in the flat. It was well defended by Lancaster. Give them credit.
Not even sure the window's open very much, if at all.
That was well covered.
But still had a chance.
But once the initial receiver's not open, then it's you know, you're just improvising as a quarterback. And Jennings did everything he could. He actually put the ball in a good spot for Torrance to catch it. He almost made the play. But a hot start for Reynoldsburg.
Lancaster, to overstate the obvious, wants to stay away from another special teams turnover. Titan Johnson.
Well, they need good football. I mean, they've only run 3 plays. They're an offense that chews up clock and really possesses the football, and you know, and shortens the game. And they've not been able to do that yet. The initial fumble punt really hurt. It's evident in the score.
We'll see if luck has caught the wind to blow the Golden Gales, but got a flag. The greatest officials apparently I've ever seen.
Kicking team, 5-yard penalty. We're going to re-kick.
Love it.
Landon Myers in the 93 jersey. He's going to have to drop back another 5 yards. Lancaster all the way up, deep men all the way up at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, I think if you're Lancaster here, you want to come out and field this thing. You want to catch it and try to get a short field. Get it up to at least the 40, if not more.
Official has forgotten to shut his microphone off.
We're hearing everything.
Nasir Robinson on a bounce. Finds a little bit of space, not much, but the 5-yard penalty helps get the Golden Gales out across the 30-yard line.
Get their offense in a rhythm, which means running the football, moving the pile a little bit, rushing the football, getting your athletes involved. And that's where the play-action passing game with Titan Johnson really comes in handy. Again, they don't throw it very much. When they throw it, they're effective. One of every 3 completions by Titan Johnson goes for 6. That's not yards, that's points.
Taylor Kirkpatrick is behind Johnson. The ball's going to go to Sherritt off the right side. Picks up a couple of hard-earned yards. And that's the game plan, and they're going to go.
Yep. But again, the defensive line of the Raiders, they're not small. Led by Dalton Hall, 6'5", 290 senior. You got Caleb Turner in there as well, 6 foot 290. Burke's 255. Mobley's the smallest one, 185, but he's 6'2". And you got Woodfork in there as well as an outside linebacker. Sometimes his hand is on the ground at 5'11", 190.
2nd and 7. Johnson looks to throw. Sherritt was his target, but the pass was well short of the intended target.
Jabari Mitchell was right in his face. He was trying to throw at the Sheriff. Sheriff's head wasn't turned around yet. He wanted to hold on to it a little more, but the pressure forced him to get rid of it. He took a shot.
From both the right and the left, and it hurt him a little bit.
Mobley and Mitchell both popped. Yeah, that's a little sandwich there.
So 3rd down. Rolling out to the right is Johnson, and he's quickly swarmed over and falls under. And not a good possession for a team that's down 12 points.
You got a host of purple shirts in there. Terrell Burton is the closest one, I believe. Caleb Bernardin as well, who plays both ways as left guard on offense. He plays some time on defense as well. Good pressure by the Raiders.
Opportunity now for Reynoldsburg to really begin to build a lead. Punt's on its way, and it's caught under pressure, but Gillum isn't scared of anybody. He's still, he breaks free, and there's nobody left.
Gone! There's no flags.
Touchdown!
No flags.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
Well, he has been spectacular here in the opening quarter.
What an offensive and special teams explosion. Gillum leading the way. Wow.
So Lancaster turns the ball over on a fumbled punt. And now Reynoldsburg behind Gillum, the special teams touchdown.
They're looking at the sideline like they need a player. They need a football. In the year of COVID, you have to control the football.
Kick is on its way. And it's good for Myers and the Raiders. There's Marquez Gillum. Second touchdown of the night. The first came in a long pass, but this was special.
You know, it takes some courage to come up and catch that, but he knows if he can make that first guy miss, with his quickness, if he can just get through, he knows what he can do. And he got through the first wave pretty easily, and then the second wave, he broke some tackles, and then he's gone.
Lancaster came in not only with the regular season win over Reynoldsburg, but with 3 of their 4 losses by 7 or fewer points. They're accustomed to being in games, which goes back, I think, at least in part, Greg, to what you said about their run game. Shortens the game down because the clock keeps moving.
This is the thing that just throws me off a little bit. I mean, they've won 2 of the last 3. They beat Reynoldsburg 3 weeks ago. They beat Newark, who's 0-6. Not saying a whole lot, but that's a convincing win. They lost in week 3 to Groveport, 16-13. So this is the team that I'm a little surprised. But then again, it's about how a team is trending as you're getting into October. And clearly, Reynoldsburg is on the upswing. But I will say this: we got a long way to go. It's still very early here.
Well, they led to the Gales 26-7 in that matchup with the Raiders. .312 to go in the opening quarter. That's been owned by Reynoldsburg after a bit of a sluggish start. It's a good return and trying to find some positive yardage and put David Roby, put him into good position on this possession, but it's very close to where they started the last time. Out to the 35 will be the spot. And we've got an injured player for Reynoldsburg. Medical attention to the young man. Voting's a lot more than just casting your ballot. It's the most powerful tool we have in our democracy. It's your chance to make sure your voice is being heard. And here at Spectrum News 1, you get information you need to make your decisions in this pivotal election.
This year, our season attendance and cooperation and support from everyone. We follow the safety guidelines set by the Ohio Department of Health, the Governor's Office, and the Ohio High School Athletic Association. As we have seen, the opportunity to play sports can be taken away.
We'll keep our fingers crossed.
We ask that everyone in attendance wear a mask, use proper hygiene, and keep yourself and
Didn't get a clean look.
6 feet apart from other families.
Certainly don't want to speculate.
Yeah, it's hard to see a number right now. Medical personnel.
3:06 to go in the opening quarter. 19-0 to the benefit of the home team. After missing the PAT on their first touchdown, they went for 2 and failed on their second. Well, this time they just went back to the boot, and it went right through. Puts us at the 19. It was, as I mentioned, 26-7. Gales in the lead the last time they played. That's Caleb Ratliff, 5'9", 170-pound junior. You got guys going at speed, and then they get close together. So being helped off the field. Well-deserved round of applause. Boy, you don't like to see anybody in pain. And so Lancaster using a bit of the time there to make sure that they're ready to go. And that's Kirkpatrick exploding over the right side, gets out to the 40, close to it anyway, so give it a gain of a long 4.
He's coming off a big game, 19 carries, 195 yards, 3 touchdowns. And he went over Newark last week.
3 TDs on the season. It's some big carries for you. This one's going to be kept by Johnson.
Now they're on schedule. You picked up 3 yards up first down, 4 or 5 on second. You get 3rd and short. This is how this offense wants to roll.
And this is, you said at the top of the broadcast, this was what you're expecting to see. And down 19-0 doesn't help the cause, but it's way too early to change your game plan.
It is, and Rob Carpenter knows that. He's been around a long time. He's a veteran coach. You got to be patient right now. Get rhythm with your offense. Let's get points on the board. Everybody settle down.
Up the middle again, Kirkpatrick.
And they get a first down. That's baby steps, right? You haven't had one yet. That helps. That builds a little confidence. Get that offensive line on a little bit of a roll. But you got to find a way to get the ball to your playmakers, especially Sherrick.
Johnson resetting Kirkpatrick behind and to his right. And there's the sweep around the right side. It is what my partner just called out, and Sherrick.
Again, that's what you want on first down. They're going to get about 7. You know, they run that tight formation with the wings, but that's a jet sweep, and they get the ball outside of Sherrick very quickly off the motion. You see Jacob Rohr, the guard on the pool, getting outside as well. It's a nice pickup. You got Kirkpatrick out there leading the way.
Swarmed under by purple jerseys. So it brings up 2nd and really a manageable 4 inside the final minute of the opening quarter. And there's a handoff to Sampson, I believe, into the middle. Really nowhere to go.
That's a -1 right there, so it's going to put him in a 3rd and 4. But again, you cross the 50 now. I got to think Rob Carpenter's thinking 2 downs here. Given the situation, 19-0 early in the game.
And it was Caleb Sampson, the 5'8", 165-pound junior. Third and 4, probably the last play of the quarter. Maybe a mix-up in the backfield.
Yes! Look at my boy! Yeah! Woo! Look at, ah, look at my baby! Yeah! Yeah, baby!
There's no running back where you can try to head off.
There's a couple of minutes for the Golden Gales to sort things out as they find themselves looking up at a 19-0 scoreline. A couple of big plays have the Raiders in the lead.